Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And sorry about the short notice, but I'm sneaking this game in here. It was originally for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I've moved the first game of the Mets-Braves doubleheader to that time. Coffee is brewing. And we're ready to play some Strat-O-Matic baseball here. Who knows? If I'm up to it, I'll play the first game of the Mets at the Braves tonight. Who knows what's going to happen? We are at, I forgot the name of that stadium where San Diego played. I don't know if it's the same park. I don't think so. But we're in San Diego for the third and final game of this series. The Cardinals took the first two. Gibson won the first game. Carlton won the second game today. The Cards send out right-hander Mike Torrez to pitch. And the Padres have a right-hander, Al Santorini. Let's look at our opening lineups here. For the Cardinals, it's the pretty much standard lineup. Lou Brock leads off in left field. Kurt Flood bats second and center. Vada Pinson in right, batting third. Bill White still in for the injured Joe Torre. He's at first base. Tim McCarver bats fifth and catching. Julian Javier playing second base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Mike Shannon. Dal Maxville bats eighth at shortstop, and the pitcher batting ninth, Mike Torrez. Go take a look at the tweet to see if it's up and to see if it's good. It is. For the San Diego Padres, and Kathy Harden has arrived. Thank you, Kathy Harden. I thought I'd sneak this one in. I rescheduled the first game of the doubleheader between the Mets and the Braves for 10 a.m. tomorrow, and the second game at about 3 p.m. all Eastern. And who knows, I may play the first game tonight, if I'm up to it. For the Padres, it's Jose Arcia leading it off at second base. Batting second, Tommy Dean, the shortstop. Ivan Morel bats third and right. Nate Colbert, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Ollie Brown is not in this game. Al Ferrara bats fifth, he's in left. Ed Spezio back in the lineup. He bats sixth at third base. Cito Gaston bats seventh. He's in center. Chris Cannizzaro, the catcher, batting eighth, and the pitcher batting ninth, Al Santorini. And we're in San Diego. Padres trying to avoid a sweep in this three-game series. It's the third game. Padres were beaten by Gibson and then Carlton in the second game. Two tough pitchers. Here comes Lou Brock to lead it off, top of the first, against Santorini. Santorini. Kathy Harden going for St. Louis. Me too. Cards are now within nine and one half of the first place Amazing Pirates. And they are the returning National League champs, of course. Santorini is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Brock, 5-8. And Brock opens it up with a base hit. And we know Brock likes to go on the first pitch. Leadoff single. Brock is 1-15 stealing, with being held with Cannizzaro. Santorini now from the stretch. Brock being held. Here's the pitch. Brock does not run. 2-3, and he fouls it out to the catcher, Chris Cannizzaro, for 1 out. Now Veda Pinson. Bill White in this game again for the injured Joe Torre. White had quite a game last game. Here's Santorini now. The pitch to Pinson, 4-8. And that is a base hit by Pinson. Brock goes to second and halts. Cards have first and second with 1 out. And here's Bill White. From the stretch, Santorini. 3-10. And that's a ground ball to second. Arcia has it, and he turns the double play. So the Padres are out of that, thanks to a double play ball. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. And after a half an inning, St. Louis nothing, San Diego coming to bat. We want to welcome you to SBN, the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Mike Torrez takes the mound. Leading it off for the San Diego Padres, Jose Arcia. Here's the pitch from Torrez. 3-4, and he pops it up to short. Maxville makes the catch, 1 away. Now Tommy Dean. Beautiful afternoon for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. Here's Torrez into his windup. 2-3, And he grounds it to third for Shannon. And it's 2 away. Now Ivan Morel. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, especially after taking a brief nap. Here's Torrez. 2-8. And it's a base hit by Ivan. A 2-out single. Morel on first. And Nate Colbert. This is the final game for August 7, 1969. We'll start August 8th. Tomorrow, that's a day of many games, including doubleheaders. And the first games on that date on the schedule is a doubleheader, Mets at the Braves. Okay, Torres. The pitch to Colbert. 1-6. And he struck him out. So the side is retired, no runs, 1 hit, single by Morel, and he was stranded at first base. It's scoreless after 1 here in San Diego. Top of the second now. And Tim McCarver will lead it off. Here's Santorini. 3-3. And he pops it up foul territory for Canizero, the catcher, 1 down. Here's Julian Javier. Santorini. The pitch, 2-11. A grounder to first. Colbert has it. He'll take it to the bag himself for 2 outs. In the top of the Cardinals' second. Now Mike Shannon. Here's the pitch to Shannon. 1-6, and he walked him. Shannon on first, 2 down. For Dal Maxville. Torres on deck. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky here in San Diego. Here's Santorini now. And the pitch to Maxville. That's 2-11. And he grounds it back to Santorini, who throws to Colbert, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Shannon, left on base. In the middle of the second, it's scoreless here. Mike Torrez takes to the mound. Leading it off for the Padres is Al Ferrara. Okay, Torrez now. The pitch to Ferrara. 2-3. And it's a fly ball to left. Playable by Brock. 1 down. The first game of that Mets-Braves doubleheader, it will be Kuzman for the Mets and Milt Pappas for the Braves. In the second game, it will be Gary Gentry, the rookie, for the Mets, and Big Ron Reed hurling for Atlanta. It's 1 out, nobody on. Here's Ed Spezio back after being out for some time. Torrez ready now. And the pitch to Spezio. 3-3, he walked him. Spezio on first, 1 down, and Cito Gaston is the batter. Torrez works from the stretch. Six, 3, and it's a base hit to left by Gaston. Spezio goes to second, and he will hold. First and second now for the Padres, 1 out, and Chris Cannizzaro. Santorini out on deck. It's 1 out. Gaston on first, Spezio on second. Torrez is ready from the stretch. 6-6, and it's a base hit to right. This could score Spezio, rounding third. 1-12, 1-11 with Pinson. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Pinson, and he's safe. Pinson has a good arm, but Spezio was on his horse there. The runners advance. It's now second and third, 1 out. And Al Santorini coming up to the plate. A run batted in for Chris Cannizzaro. The infield is in now. Santorini is a 6-R. Torres in trouble here. Here's the pitch from Torres. 4-7, right-hander, walked him. That'll load the bases here with Padres. And only 1 out. And Jose Arcia is the batter. One run in. Torrez is ready, infield back. Pitch to Arcia. 6-4, and that's a fly ball to left field. Brock getting under it, and the runners will hold. So that was a big out for Torres. 2 away. And now Tommy Dean in a clutch situation. Bases loaded, 2 down. Torres trying to get out of this with only 1 run allowed. Here's Torres. Pitch to Dean, 3-10, and that's a pop up to second base. And Javier makes the catch, and the side is retired. So the Cardinals ought to consider themselves lucky with only 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 3 left on. And after 2, it's San Diego 1, St. Louis nothing. Al Santorini will face Mike Torrez to start off the 3rd for the Cards. Very lucky. Here's Santorini now. The pitch to Torrez, 5'8", right-hander, and that's going to be a triple by Torrez. Yes, Mike Torrez with an explosive hit out to left center field, and he lands at 3rd on with a triple. My Lord, Mike Torrez, the pitcher. And here's Lou Brock. Lou singled in the 1st. He was left on base. A leadoff triple by the pitcher, Mike Torrez. He just got one nice wallop out of that ball. Okay, Santorini from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Brock. 2-8, and he struck him out. That's the first strikeout by Santorini. One down. Now Curt Flood. Pop to the catcher, Canizero. Torrez on 3rd, 1 down. And the pitch to Flood. 2-6. A fly ball to left field. It's deep enough for Torrez to tag. Ferrara makes the catch and Torrez comes home. So it's a tie ball game. A sacrifice fly by Flood. He'll get the run batted in. It's now a 1-1 ball game with 2 outs and nobody on. It's exactly what Flood needed to do there. Here's Veda Pinson with 2 outs, no one on. Pinson singled in the 1st, was out in a double play. Santorini winds. Here's the pitch, 1-4, and he chops it to second base for Arcia. Throwing to Colbert, and the side is retired. 1 run, though, on 1 hit, the triple, the leadoff triple by Torrez. And after 2.5, it's a 1-1 ball game. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Well, Torrez had trouble. He walked a batter. This was all with 1 out. Walked a batter, a single, and then a walk. He ended up allowing 1 run. We'll see if he's going to settle down now to face Ivan Morel to get it started. Ivan Morel, a right-handed hitter, singled in the 1st off Torrez. Here's the pitch to Morel. 6-7. And he walked him. It's the third walk given up by Mike Torrez. And here's Nate Colbert. Torrez winds and deals. 4-7, walked him. That's 2 walks in order. Torrez having trouble finding the strike zone. It's his 4th walk today. Now Ferrara will come up, first and second, nobody out. From the stretch, Torres. Pitch to Ferrara. 5-11. And it's grounded to first for White. He's still a good fielder. He's a 2. 14-2. And he turns the double play. And Morel goes to third. So a very, very nice play by Bill White to turn the double. It's 2 outs, Morel on third now. And it's Spezio in a clutch situation. Torrez trying to get out of it again. Ed walked and scored in the second. Morel on third, 2 down. Pitch from Torres. 4-7. And he walked him. Fifth walk by Mike Torres today. First and third, 2 outs for Cito Gaston. Big jam here again. Torrez is ready. Here's the pitch to Gaston. 4-2. And it's hit deep by Gaston, but he has W power. So that is a base hit to left. Morel scores. Spezio goes to third. A clutch single by Gaston here in the third to bring home Ivan. It's 2-1 Padres. It was first and third, 2 down, and then the single by Gaston to left scored Morel, and Spezio made it to third. So it's first and third, 2 down for Chris Cannizzaro. Another clutch situation. Here's the pitch to Cannizzaro. 6-10. Fly ball to right field. Veda Pinson makes the catch, and again, Torrez should consider himself lucky, allowing only 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, aided by the double play turn by White, and then he got Cannizzaro to fly to right. After 3, it's a 2-1 ball game, but something is up with Mike Torrez today. The St. Louis bullpen is sufficiently rested. Justy is available. Horner is available. Even Washburn. is available. Chuck Taylor is available. We'll have to go take a look at just how available they are, if needed. Well, here's Al Santorini. He allowed his first run last inning, let up a leadoff triple to Torrez. Here's Bill White to lead it off, top of the fourth. Santorini now. The pitch to White. It's a pretty shaky outing indeed. 3-6, and he grounds it to first. And Colbert steps on the bag. That's one away. Here's Tim McCarver. McCarver popped to the catcher, Canizero, in the second. Here's the pitch. 1-5, and it's a base hit by Tim. McCarver on first with one out. And Julian Javier is the batter. Grounded to first in the second inning. Here's Santorini. The pitch to Javier. 5-4. Catcher X. Canizero is a 2. He's a good fielding catcher. 11-2. And it's a pass ball. It's then followed by a foul out. But on the pass ball by Canizero, McCarver goes to second. So 2 outs, and Mike Shannon in a clutch situation. He could tie it up with a base hit. It's McCarver on second. He singled with 1 out. Went to second on the pass ball by Canizero. 2 away. Santorini. 6-7. A grounder to second base. Arcia, he's a 3, 13-3, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the fourth. It's 2-1 San Diego. Okay, Torrez looking to settle down here. Santorini will lead it off. He's a 6NR. He walked in the second. Let's take a look at Torrez here in the fourth. Couple shaky innings there. Torrez winds, and the pitch to Santorini. That's 6-8. Right-hander struck him out. Second strikeout for Torrez. Jose Arcia now 0 for 2. The pitch to Arcia. 4-10. Catcher X. McCarver a 3. 13-3. And he fouls out to McCarver. 2 away. For Tommy Dean. The pitch to Dean. 3-5. And that's a fly ball hit deep to left. Brock going back, and he's at the warning track, and he flags it down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for Torrez. much better. And after 4 full innings, it's a 2-1 ball game, San Diego. We're here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Santorini has handled himself pretty darn well here today. He's allowed 1 run in 4 innings. He'll face Maxville here in the top of the 5th. And I'm going to get some more coffee. Santorini facing Maxville. The Cards come into this 9 1/2 behind Pittsburgh. They can cut it to 9 with a win. Here's Santorini now. The pitch to Maxville. 4-8. And that is a base hit by Maxville. The weak hitting Maxville. He had a 175 average. Look at that, with 372 at bats. Now Mike Torrez is the batter. The tying run on first, Maxville. Torrez a B bunter. Here's the pitch from Santorini. Torrez lays it down. That's a 9B. And it's a beauty. It goes to third base. And Spezio's only play is to first. So Maxville in scoring position with 1 out for Lou Brock. Singled and struck out. Good coffee. Santorini now. The pitch to Brock. 2-8. He struck him out. That's the second time Santorini has gotten Brock on strikes today. And that's his second strikeout. 2 away. And Curt Flood now in the clutch situation. He popped to the catcher and had a sacrifice fly to bring home Torrez, who opened the third with a triple. That's been the Cardinals' only run. He has a chance to tie it here with his second run batted in. Santorini. The pitch to Flood. 1-8. And he grounds it to shortstop. Tommy Dean whips it over to Colbert. And the side is retired. No runs for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th. 1 hit and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the 5th here. It's 2-1 San Diego. Torrez retired the Padres in order in the 4th after 2 very, very shaky innings. Leading it off is Ivan Morel, singled and walked. Here's Torrez. The pitch to Ivan. 4-2. And that's hit deep by Ivan. Oh, it's gone by Ivan Morel. A solo blast off Torrez. And that will make it a 3-1 ball game. Oh my. 4-2. Right-hander, 1-13, and he's got the power. He hit 3 in real world. And now Nate Colbert, there is action in the bullpen. Just taking a look at who's starting for the Cardinals in forthcoming games to make sure we don't use anybody who may be starting. Taylor starts the next game. He will not be used. Riles starts the next game. He will not be used. And then they go back to Gibson. So Ray Washburn, Justy, and Horner are available. It's Ray Washburn right now. It's getting very, very intense, Kathy. Ray Washburn, a very, very good pitcher, is warming for the Cardinals. Here's Nate Colbert. It's 3-1 Padres here. Bottom of the 5th. Ivan Morel led off the inning with a home run. Here's Torrez now. This is his. This is not his endurance. This is 7th. Here's the pitch, 4-9, and that's a fly ball to center. It's hit well but playable. And Flood makes the catch. That's one away. Now Al Ferrara. Ron McGrath has arrived. He's for the Cards. All 3 of us are. Ferrara 0 for 2 now. Torrez. Here's the pitch. 6-8. And he struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Torrez today. And now Ed Spezio comes up, 2 outs. Nobody on. 3-1 Padres here, bottom of the 5th. Here's Torrez now. 6-6, and it's a base hit to right. Perfect day for Ed Spezio. He walked twice and now has singled. A base hit to right thrown in by Pinson. And here's Cito Gaston. Again, Washburn warming. Here's the pitch to Gaston. 1-3, and he grounds it to shortstop. That's Maxville. And he throws him out. The side is retired. I'm hearing that that's going to be it for Mike Torrez, even though there's no pinch hitter. 1 run, though, for the Padres on the home run by Morel. It's 3-1. Ray Washburn will pitch to the Padres in the bottom of the 6th. He is a right-hander. They've seen enough from Torrez. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 5, 3 in the third. Struck out 3 and allowed 3. And Washburn will be coming in. Here come the Cardinals. Meanwhile, Santorini has held the Cardinals pretty nicely to 1 run. It's Veda Pinson leading it off. The top of the 6th. Okay, Santorini into his windup. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 5-8, and that is a base hit by Pinson to lead it off Santorini, and this is his endurance inning. And that means there's action in the San Diego bullpen, not merely because it's his endurance inning, but he just let up a base hit. McCool, Roberts, and Ross pitched last game. They will be avoided if possible. Jack Baldshun is warming in the San Diego bullpen. Jack Baldshun. Here comes Bill White now. Pinson on first, no outs. White is 0 for 2. Santorini from the stretch. The pitch to White. 1-3. And he grounds it back to Santorini, who turns the double play. 2 outs now, nobody on. For Tim McCarver, who's 1 for 2. Here's Santorini now, full windup. 5-7, struck him out, and the side is retired. That's the 3rd strikeout for Santorini. We're in the middle of the 6th, and it's still a 3-1 ball game. And there's a new pitcher, Ray Washburn. Big Ray Washburn coming in for Torrez. Leading it off here, bottom of the 6th, Chris Cannizzaro will take a break at the 7th inning break. 7th inning stretch. Cannizzaro 1 for 2. Okay, let's take a look at Ray Washburn. Here's the windup. The pitch to Cannizzaro. 2-5, and that is a base hit by Cannizzaro, his 2nd single of the ball game. Chris on first to lead it off. Here's Al Santorini. He's a B bunter. From the stretch, Washburn. Santorini lays it down. Oh, Lord, and it's a beauty. That is one beautiful little bunt. Picked up by first baseman Bill White, and he has to throw it to Washburn, covering the bag. Cannizzaro on second with 1 out. And Jose Arcia, 0 for 3. Okay, Washburn. Here's the pitch to Jose. Whoa! 4-8. And it's a base hit for Jose Arcia. Canizero scores. And the Padres lead it 4-1. Oh my. So Arcia on first now. With 1 out, he's a B 1-10 with McCarver a 1-12. Tommy Dean at the plate 0 for 3. Washburn from the stretch. The pitch to Dean. 3-7. Walked him. First and second, 1 out. Washburn in his first inning of relief in trouble here. And now Ivan Morel, he gets a big hand. He hit that solo home run last inning to make it 3-1. He comes up first and second, 1 down. Washburn, here's the pitch to Ivan. 3-3, grounds it to third. Shannon over to Javier to White, and it's an inning-ending double play. So Washburn gets out of it thanks to some nice fielding. There was 1 run, and after 6, it's a 4-1 ball game. Here come the Cardinals now, top of the 7th. They're down by 3. Julian Javier 0 for 2 today. Will lead it off against Al Santorini, who has pitched great baseball here today for San Diego. Okay, here's Santorini. The windup, the pitch to Julian. 5-6. And he flies it to center field for Cito Gaston. That's 1 away. Now Mike Shannon. Walked and grounded to second. Superlative performance by Al Santorini today. Here's the pitch to Shannon. 2-9, struck him out, and that is the 4th for Al. 2 away, and Dal Maxfield. There's action in the Cardinals bullpen. Warming is Dave Justy. He is a right-handed pitcher. He both starts and relieves. No emphasis. Dave Justy warming. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Santorini now. 1-7. And Maxfield chops it to shortstop. Tommy Dean has it, throws it to Colbert, and that's a 1-2-3 for Al Santorini. And we're in the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-1 San Diego. The great pitching performance thus far by Al Santorini. Washburn will pitch his 2nd inning. He allowed a run. It's going to be Nate Colbert to lead it off. I expect this to be the last inning for Mr. Washburn as he's due up in the top of the 8th. This is the 7th inning stretch. We're in San Diego. It's 4-1 San Diego over St. Louis. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. So Ray Washburn takes to the mound for his second inning of relief. It's been all Al Santorini today for the Padres. Leading it off for the Padres, Nate Colbert. Nate Colbert struck out, walked, and flew to center. Okay, Washburn is ready now. Here's the windup, the pitch to Colbert. 111. A fly ball to center field. And Flood has it. One down. Here's Al Ferrara. Al 0 for 3 today. We got the Met game, and I'm toying with the idea of a 5:30 p.m. start. I would have to input this game and also cross-check the standings to make sure the games behind are right, but that shouldn't take long. And if I feel up to it, I'll move that over to 5:30 as soon as I know I'm ready to play that. Otherwise, it starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. If it is played, game 2 of the doubleheader will be at 10 a.m. Here's Washburn now. The pitch to Ferrara. 4-6. And he walked him. A lot of walks drawn by the Padres today. That's the 7th. Ferrara on first with 1 out. And Ed Spezio, the batter, he walked twice and singled. Ah, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. And I'm ready for the other stuff. Here's the pitch to Spezio. 6-8. And it's a base hit to left. Ferrara goes to second and holds. So Washburn, with 1 out, first and second, he'll face Gaston, who's 2 for 3. Here's Washburn now. Pitch to Cito, 2-2. And that is a line drive to short, caught by Maxville, and a pretty catch. Saved the run. Or I should say stopped a base hit, but Maxville on the liner by Gaston makes the lunging catch. It's 2 outs. And here's Chris Cannizzaro, who's 2 for 3. Lots of hitting here today by many of the Padres. It's a clutch situation for Chris. This is a big at bat here. Washburn, the pitch to Cannizzaro. 4-4. Fly ball center. Flood. He's a 1, 8-1. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Washburn gets out of it. It's 4-1 after 7. And that should be the last inning for Washburn, because they're going to have a pinch hitter right off the bat here with Washburn due up. He pitched 2 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 2 walks, and allowed 1 run. And the new pitcher will be Dave Justy. Dave Justy will pitch to the Padres in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Al Santorini now. He's gone 7 innings. He's allowed 1 run. Let's see who's hitting now for Washburn. Torrez is not available. Coming in to hit is Dave Ricketts, the switch hitter. Dave Ricketts. Here in the top of the 8th. Okay, Santorini. Ricketts batting left-handed. The pitch from Santorini. 5-3 left-handed. Grounds it to first. Colbert, he's a 2. 12-2. And he boots it for an error. Oh, Nate Colbert could not find that. And Ricketts is on. Here's Lou Brock. Brock 1 for 3. He has struck out twice his last 2 at-bats. Santorini now working from the stretch. And the pitch to Brock. 2-6. And it's a ground ball to second. Arcia forces Ricketts. It's Brock on first with 1 out. He's a 1-15. Being held. Here's Curt Flood. Redbirds down by 3. Flood 0 for 2, sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch from Santorini. 6-4. Grounder to short. That's for Dean. 11-3. And Dean turns the double play. And the side is retired. So, wow. Second double play for the Padres today. No runs, no hits, the error. And none left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 4-1 ball game. And here's Dave Justy, the new pitcher, the 3rd today for St. Louis. And leading it off for the Padres will be the pitcher, Al Santorini. He gets a good hand. He walked, struck out, and then got a sacrifice bunt, which led to the 4th run. Hey, we're back. So sorry about that. Very involved with some of my son's goings-ons these days. And so that happens. Okay, Santorini leading it off here, bottom of the 8th. Justy, the new pitcher. Here's the pitch to Santorini. 3-12, he struck him out. It'll be Pinson, White, and McCarver in the top of the ninth for the Cardinals. Jose Arcia is the batter. Here's the pitch. 1-6. He grounds it to third. 2 outs. And now Tommy Dean. Dean 0 for 3 and a walk. Here's the pitch. 2-8. Oh, pop up to short, Maxville. And it's a 1-2-3 for Justy. And we're heading to the top of the ninth. Anybody there? Here's Al Santorini now. Trying to win it, complete game win. It'll be Pinson, White, and McCarver. Thanks, Kathy. Pinson, White, and McCarver in the top of the ninth. Pinson leading it off here. Pinson 2 for 3. Looks like a tall order for the Redbirds with Santorini pitching so well. Here's the pitch. 3-10. Grounds it to second. Arcia over to Colbert. 1 down. Now Bill White. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Walked him. So White is on. Now Tim McCarver. The pitch to McCarver. 3-2. Lines it to second and catches White off the bag. In a rundown, and he's out. It'll be 4-3-4 for the double play. The ball game is over. It was all Al Santorini today. The Cardinals made up a little ground here on the Pirates, winning the first 2 games. Now they fall 10 behind. The final score, Padres 4. Santorini gets the win. 9 innings, complete game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Walking 2. Striking out 4. It was a good game, no doubt about it. He let up 1 run. The loss goes to Torrez. Justy pitched 1 inning. The final line. Padres 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Cardinals 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. So we'll put this one in the books. The star of the game is Al Santorini. I don't see Mr. Perota. So we'll cover that for him. Game 317 will start either tomorrow at 10 a.m. or I may do it at 5:30. Got a few things I got to do. If I can get ahead of myself, we'll start that game tonight, that doubleheader with the first game. It's going to be New York at Atlanta. Kuzman in the first game, pitching against Milt Pappas. The second game is Gary Gentry, the rookie for the Mets, going against big Ron Reed. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Thank you, Ron. And thank you, everybody else. We'll catch you.